Are you interested in learning how to use the tool Ubersuggest to help you with SEO keyword research? Well, if that's the case, you have made it to the right video. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Mariah from MariahMagazine.com, and on this channel, I help simplify things like SEO, websites, tech, and I dive into tools and recommendations to help you grow your online business in a way that works for you. So in today's video, I'm just going to walk you through how to use Ubersuggest to do SEO keyword research. So Ubersuggest is a little multifaceted. Like, there's different tools within the tool, but I'm going to try to keep this video really focused on SEO keyword research. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so at the time of this recording, this is what the Ubersuggest homepage looks like. I will leave a link to Ubersuggest in the video description box below. But just a heads up here, so Ubersuggest, they do have an option where you can do one free search a day without creating an account, without signing in, okay? If you want to bump that up to 3 free searches a day, you can create a free account and click this sign in button here. Okay, so once you decide to do that or don't decide to do that, totally up to you. Basically, what you're going to do is pop your keyword that you want to do keyword research around into this box and then click search. Then it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. So for this example, I'm just searching a super basic keyword, web design. And so when you search in Ubersuggest, it's going to pop in first the keyword overview. So just like an overview of the keyword specifically. So the first thing that we want to take a note of is this search volume right here. So we can see that there is a lot of people searching this specific keyword monthly. This is a massive number right here. So you're like, ooh, yeah, that sounds good. But if we're using this keyword research tool for SEO specifically, so to get free and organic traffic, we have to pay attention to the SEO difficulty score. Okay, if you're using this keyword research tool to do Google Ads, then you pay attention to the paid difficulty and the cost per click. Okay, so I only focus on organic SEO. So we're going to take a look at this right here. So the higher the number out of 100, the more difficult it's going to be to show up on Google for this specific keyword. So as we can see, this keyword, it's pretty brutal. And one of the things that makes it so difficult to rank for is that right here, the average web page that ranks in the top 10, so on page 1 for this keyword organically, has over 23,000 backlinks and a domain authority of 83. Okay, if you're a new website, if you're a smaller website, this is going to be pretty impossible to compete with. Okay, so we're going to keep scrolling down, and with the free version, we don't get to see too much historical keyword data, but you can see a couple months previously here. They break it down by mobile search volume and desktop volume. So you can sign up for the free 7-day trial, and then it will unlock this historical data, or you can purchase one of Ubersuggest plans, totally up to you, or you can just take a note of this stuff. Okay, so scrolling down, we're not able to see this data because we are just using the free version. But if we keep scrolling, this is where the juice comes in. So based on the keyword that we typed in, web design, Ubersuggest gives us other suggestions of keywords based on that specific keyword. So we can see these are the separate keywords. We can see a really quick overview of the trends here. We can see the monthly search volume for this keyword. And then, like I said, if you were doing just straight up organic SEO, we can skip over CPC, we can skip over PD. This is paid difficulty and cost per click. If you're doing Google Ads, this is what you pay attention to. But for SEO, we want to look at the SEO difficulty score, okay? So basically, when it's in red, that means that it's going to be pretty hard to rank on page 1 for because of probably something similar to this. The people showing up on page 1 have a really high domain authority. So if you're a smaller website or a newer website, we definitely want to see if we can try to find keyword ideas that have a lower SEO difficulty than 50. Okay, so as you can see here, all of these are going to be pretty difficult to rank for. But we can click here and see view all keyword ideas. and then scroll down and it'll give you some more ideas. So this is really great for diving into the keyword research rabbit hole. So you can continue to look at these other keyword ideas here and see if there's any that are going to be a little easier to rank for. So we can find one that's 44. So if you do website design in Omaha, Nebraska, that is going to be way easier to rank for than just web design. Okay. And it's because this keyword, it's more specific. And so there's going to be a lot less people looking for it, but it's also going to be less difficult for you to rank on page 1 for it. So when we're doing keyword research, we kind of want to find a happy medium. We want to find something that has monthly search volume. And then we also want to find something that's going to be relatively simple, easy, or at least not super brutal in order to rank for. So when we're doing keyword research, we kind of have to balance those two things. So if we're not seeing anything super great here, that's totally fine. You can click on these keywords here, and then it will run an analysis for that specific keyword. So that will probably use one of your 3 searches. Okay, so just be aware of that when you're using this tool. But what's also really cool is that you can click on related keywords. So this can sometimes change the keywords that show up here. So Ubersuggest is saying like, hey, these are the keywords here that are also related to the keyword that you typed in. So you could take a look at this monthly search volume, at this SEO difficulty, see if there's any easier ones. You can also hop over to questions. So these are questions that people ask in Google search related to that keyword. You can go over to prepositions and you can see those. You can go over to comparisons and you can check those out. So Ubersuggest, the free version, which is 1 search, it's no shortage of ideas when it comes to researching this stuff. But basically what we would want to do is type in something a little bit more specific so we can see if there's like an easier opportunity to rank on Google for something. I'm interrupting this video really quick because I created something super awesome and I want to share it with you. So if you need help planning out your SEO keywords for your blog posts, for your product pages, for your homepage, for any page on your website, then definitely check out my SEO keyword planner. It's a 5-page editable workbook created in Google Sheets that will help you brainstorm, organize data, and strategize your keywords accordingly. I include tips, best practices, and examples to help you get started. Click the link in the video description below to check it out. So I'm going to clear this one and then I'm going to type a new keyword in here. Something that's a little bit more specific because we typed in web design. It's a little vague. And also when you're doing keyword research, you have to keep that in mind. Like if somebody's searching web designer, you don't really know what they're searching for. Are they looking to become a web designer? Do they want to hire a web designer? Like what kind of website designer do they want? Are they looking for information and education on web design? Do they want to know what it means? You know what I mean? So it's a little too vague, especially if you're trying to show up on Google for an SEO keyword and get conversions from it. If you want to get conversions, you usually want to target a long tail keyword or a more specific keyword that's a lot more focused in, like this one. So let's run this one through Ubersuggest and see what pops back. Right off the bat, we can see right here that this one is green. So if I wanted to target Shopify website designer on my website, on my homepage, maybe on a services page, if I offer Shopify website design services, this could be a keyword that I would consider. It's got 720 searches a month, which is still, it's a lot of people. Like imagine if you had even half of that number of people reach out to you every month, like your business would explode. You know what I mean? So just don't compare this number to something like 60,000. Okay, especially when you're a service provider. So this number is still really good, and the SEO difficulty is green. It's under 50. It's green, meaning that it's relatively easy to show up on Google for. So this is essentially a gold mine of something that we're looking for, but you can do the same thing here. So you can scroll down, you can see the different versions, which ones are also green. You can take a look at the volume here, the monthly volume. And then you can click on the related, the questions, the prepositions, the comparisons, all of that stuff for this keyword to. If you wanted to export this data into a spreadsheet, you could click on the option that you wanted to export and click export to CSV file. So that will go ahead and export this data for you. The other thing that you can do is if we just do a keyword overview here, then we can add this to a list. So you can keep a running list in your Ubersuggest, especially if you created a free account with them. So you can create a list, add this to keyword list, and I just have a keyword list that's like, oh, Mariah's website, and then click add keywords. And now this keyword Shopify website designer is added to a list. So when I'm in Ubersuggest, I can come and see my list of keywords here that I wanted to add. So with this free account, you can add up to 30 keywords to the list. And then what's also really helpful is that you can click search results here, and it will go ahead and populate the top 10 search results that are showing up on Google for that specific keyword. So that's really helpful too. So we can go back over to keyword overview. And if we scroll down, the other information that it gives you is content ideas based on that specific keyword. So as you can see, it's not pulling anything that like did super well on social media. But if we go back to, let's see, one of the other keywords like this one, just so you can see what the data looks like. So we're going back to web design, and you can scroll down. And so for some of the keywords, you'll be able to see like which page is showing up and which page got like the most searches on which platform. So that can be really helpful. And then you can click keywords here, and that will show you the top keywords that this specific website, this specific page is kind of being connected to in Google search. So this is how you can get even more keyword ideas. So all in all, I think the free version of Ubersuggest, especially right now at the time of this recording, it gets you started. Okay, so it gets you started looking at data, thinking about keywords in different ways. It gives you good information to go off of. If you wanted more keyword ideas, or if you wanted more searches a day, like if you wanted access to more of these, you do have to upgrade into a paid version. So as you can see, there is a free 7-day trial. You can go ahead and mess around with that if you'd like. But I think that the free version is just a really solid place to get started with when it comes to doing SEO keyword research. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you guys found this video helpful, give me a really quick thumbs up. Truly, the simple click of the thumbs up button goes a long way when it comes to YouTube's algorithm and pushing my videos out to new people that might find them helpful. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, and I will see you in the next video.